PBS severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
For those that do not know, you can be entered into the YouTube Partner Program with just 500 subscribers, 3 uploads in the last 90 days, which is basically a freebie, and then you also need 3,000 watch time hours in the past year, or 3 million public short views in the past 90 days. Very thankfully, I reached this monetization goal on March 13th of 2024, and now I have the ability to turn on channel membership, which allow me to offer premium content and member perks to viewers to pay a monthly fee, super chats, and super stickers to offer my viewers the ability to highlight their messages within a live chat or create an animated image that pops up in the live chat by paying money directly to me, and then super thanks to be the fourth item, which generates revenue from viewers who want to show extra thanks to my content by paying me a fee. Think of that basically as like a donation. I've been monetized in the YouTube Partner Program for about a month now as of the recording of this video, and I wanted to do a little reflection and talk about how much money I have made up until this point, and then discuss my future. So take your best guesses. How much money do you think I've made? I want to clarify something first, because I am in the YouTube Partner Program. This does not mean that I have ads on my videos, because currently I am not able to receive money through ads. Currently, any ads you might see on my videos go directly towards YouTube revenue and do not support my channel, as I have not reached that second tier of YouTube monetization yet, which is 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch time hours in the last 365 days. While YouTube as a whole made it easier to become monetized, they split the YouTube Partner Program into tiers. The previous tier is the same as before, like I had mentioned, so that's the higher ad tier, but when they lowered the entry, they split the YouTube Partner Program into 2 tiers. The tier that I'm in right now is the crowdfunding tier, and then there's an ad tier, which is up and coming for me personally. I like sharing these metrics with everyone because it shows how far I have come. Currently, as of the recording of this video, and I'm sure this will be outdated very soon, but I am at 768 subscribers and 3,653 watch time hours over the last 365 days. When I first started my YouTube channel, I thought it would be much more difficult to get the watch time hours than it would be to get the subscribers.
A new PBS severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Of recording this video, but to get the subscribers, well, that might take a few more months at the current rate of growth. It's definitely something to look forward to though in the future, as I'm very eager to become a full-time YouTube partner with all of the benefits that come with that. So now is the moment you've been waiting for. I bet you can't even compute a number this large, so hold on to anything that is close to you, because here it is. So far, with a month of being a YouTube partner, with a grand total of 30 days in the YouTube Partner Program, hitting the first tier of monetization, the crowdfunding tier, like I mentioned, I have made a total of $1.40. Now, I will admit, okay, obviously this number is small, but somebody took their hard-earned money and decided to donate $2 directly to me, of which YouTube takes 30%, so that's where the $1.40 comes from. Shout out to Mark Oil. I hope I am pronouncing your name correctly, but you are the first person to ever donate to me, and it is oh so greatly appreciated. You are the best. But I do think this number represents a turning point for me and my YouTube channel. However, I am getting so close to becoming fully monetized on this platform, and I am both very eager and anxious at the same time, but I know that nothing is given and anything can happen. So the point of this video was not to brag in any sort of way, but rather serve as a little inspiration for aspiring creators that I am as real as it gets when it comes to YouTube. I personally have had no help. I've grown my channel from exactly 0 subscribers just by uploading over the course of 2 years. The issue is that I was not consistent always with my uploads, like at all, really. Sometimes I got months without uploading for different various personal reasons, but now I feel so close to the ultimate goal, and I cannot wait to get there. I also know that I do not deserve anything, so the fact that there is even one person out there willing to donate any sort of amount of money to me to support my channel truly means the world. So what is next, actually, for me and my channel? Well, I am honestly going to keep doing what I am doing. I'm a very busy guy, busier than most probably. I currently have a full-time 40-hour-a-week job. I am a licensed real estate agent in the state of Wisconsin, and I'm trying to start my YouTube career. You can say that I just like to stay busy, but yeah, that's definitely true. You can say that I tend to overwork myself. Yeah, that's probably also true. Honestly though, YouTube is my passion, and I plan to continue doing what I'm doing for quite a long time. So what exactly am I doing, and what am I going to do in the future? Well, I currently upload a video a week on Thursdays. I have done this every week so far in 2024, which was my goal for the year. To keep this up for basically as long as I can, and I've been doing a good job at that. I make personal finance type content. I say personal finance with a wily twist on it because I like to make videos that are most interesting to me personally, generally revolving in the personal finance world. My current schedule is that I make one full-length video every other week, and then I make a short the following week that is a shortened version of the long video, or basically a little teaser, if you will, something that you can view only when you have a minute, and I can also upload it to other platforms such as TikTok, X, I think that name, Instagram Reels, and also Facebook. So you can follow me there on those other platforms. Also, if you're interested, links for that are down below in the description. I did also turn on the ability for people to give thanks, which is the donation option that I mentioned. I'm definitely not looking for a handout or anything. I just want the ability out there for people to contribute if they think my content is worthwhile to them, really in any sort of way, and they would just like to support my channel directly. The other option of support then is the channel membership, which is something that I have also turned on. For right now, at this point in my channel's life, there is nothing that the channel memberships allow other than just supporting me in another method. There's no exclusive content or anything like that. My channel is just not big enough for that currently, but if anybody out there really does like my content, that is another way.
1,000 hours of watch time is easy, and in this video, I'm going to prove it to you. Now, it took me just 21 days to hit monetization on this account, and I also have 2 other accounts with over 400,000 subscribers. So trust me when I say I know what I'm talking about. Now, the crazy thing is, only 3% of 114 million YouTubers ever hit monetization. So if you're not there yet, don't worry. You will be once you apply everything I'm about to teach you in this video. Alright, so firstly, how many views do you actually need to get to hit 4,000 watch hours? Well, that totally depends on how long each viewer stays watching for. But to simplify it and make it easy to understand, I've made this graph. So let's say, on average, you make videos that are around 10 minutes long. So how many views would you need to hit 4,000 watch hours? Well, 4,000 hours is 240,000 minutes. That's how many minutes make up 4,000 hours, which is quite a lot. So if you're making videos that are 10 minutes long, and you have an average view duration of around 20%, which means most people watching your videos are watching on average for 2 minutes at a 10-minute video, you would need around 120,000 views. Because 120,000 views times 2 minutes equals 240,000 minutes, which is obviously 4,000 hours of watch time. However, on the other hand, let's say your viewers are watching an average of 3 minutes of your videos, which is a bit off. In this case, you would only need 80,000 views, because 80,000 times 3 is 240,000 minutes. So to hit 4,000 watch hours quicker, you can either A, get loads more views, or B, try to improve your average view duration. So for the rest of this video, I'm going to give you 5 methods of how to do both of these. So method number 1 is to click up your old long-form videos into new viral shorts. Now you might be thinking, obviously shorts don't count towards your 4,000 hours of watch time, and you would be right. However, there is actually a sneaky trick you can do to directly boost your overall watch time on your long form by using shorts. And you'd be surprised at just how many people don't know you can do this. So if you do create a lot of long form content and you've already got a fair few videos on your channel, I'm going to recommend that you go in and click up every long form video you have into like 5 new viral shorts. And you might be thinking, whoa, that's loads, how am I supposed to do that? Don't worry, because the cool thing here is you're not actually creating any more work for yourself, as these shorts will be directly taken from your long form videos. And by doing this, you can pump out loads of shorts that all directly relate to your long form content. And the tool I would use here is Nexus Clips. It's an AI tool that basically analyzes your video, picks out the best segments, and then creates up to 5 viral shorts from one single video. Now, I used it to repurpose all my horizontal travel videos into vertical shorts that I could instantly upload on the platform. Now, it also has features like facial recognition, and it can even add animated subtitles automatically. All you have to do is drop your videos into the AI tool, and the rest of it will do it all for you. So once you've created and uploaded like 5 shorts per one long-form video, the way to get them to directly boost your overall watch time is just go into each short and immediately link these shorts to the relevant long-form video you took them from. So this means as these shorts start to gather more and more exposure, you'll have a ton of viewers who click onto a linked video from your short and start building your overall watch time. And obviously, the more shorts you have linking to a single video, the more chance you'll have of viewers clicking through and watching that long-form video. And it's simple but really, really effective, and link for that tool is in the description. Okay then, so the next method number 2, is the slightly harder method. But this is improving your average view duration. So going back to the graph I showed you earlier, the higher your average view duration, the less views you need. So really, the best way to reach 4,000 watch hours is actually to increase your average view duration. But this is often the hardest route as well. Because let's say, if you can improve your videos from a 20% average view duration to a 30% average view duration, this would mean you'd need 40,000 less views overall to get that 4,000 hours of watch time, which is a lot of views. But now you might be asking, how do you improve average view duration? Well, I would need an entire video to go into the depth required for this topic, but for now, I can give you 5 quick, easy pointers so you can immediately improve your own. So let's go. Number 1 is nail the first 15 seconds, which is a hook. So the first 15 seconds is the most important and vital part of every video you post. If you can't immediately hook the viewer and give them a reason to care, they'll bounce, which is why every single video will always see the biggest drop off of viewers within the first 15 seconds. So you need to open your video with a powerful hook that immediately teases the outcome, highlights the value you're delivering, or sparks curiosity the viewer has to resolve. Just always avoid long intros and avoid any rambling. Number 2 is use pattern interrupts to hold attention. Now, as humans, our brains crave novelty. So if your video just feels the same all the way through, like no edits, no B-roll or no camera angle changes, your viewers will just get bored and click off. That's where pattern interrupts come in. They are simple things like a quick change in camera angle, like a animated pop-up, like some B-roll, like a zoom, or some on-screen text. These subtle edits keep your video feeling alive, giving your viewer's brain just enough stimulation to stay engaged without feeling overwhelmed. And it can work wonders on your retention rate. Number 3, cut the fluff. Now, retention dies out when your pacing drags and just feels a bit boring. Every second of your video should either add value or move the story forward. That means you need to cut out any filler words, cut out any rambling, or cut out things that are being repeated. You need to be ruthless with your editing. Now, if a particular part of the video doesn't provide any value, it needs to go. Fast and clean pacing not only keeps people watching, but it also makes you seem a bit more professional and confident too. Number 4, use open loops. Now, open loops are psychological tricks that tease upcoming value and keep people watching until they get it. It's as simple as just saying things in your video like, "A real secret, I'll show you that in a second, but for now," this kind of thing plants curiosity and creates a mini cliffhanger in your viewer's brain. But of course, if you do use open loops in videos, just make sure you actually deliver on them, because if you don't, your viewers won't be happy.
Planning for your family's future? Put it in the right hands with a resume. It's too important to let it fall into the wrong hands. LegalZoom is the simple, affordable online solution for estate planning. If you need a will or trust, LegalZoom guides you through every step to ensure your loved ones and assets are protected. So if you need a legal hand, visit LegalZoom. LegalZoom provides access to independent attorneys and self-service tools. LegalZoom is not a law firm and does not provide legal advice.
Number 5, include some music. Because music is the silent hero of video attention. A well-chosen background track from somewhere like academic sound adds energy, sets a tone, and fills any silent gaps in between sentences. Even if your visuals are static and boring, or your voice pauses for a second, the music in the background keeps the momentum going. Now, just be sure to keep the music volume low enough that it supports you, not overpowers you. You still need to hear your voice or whatever else you're talking about in the video. So there you have it, 5 easy ways to improve your attention. I would suggest trying to give a few of them a go next time you create a video. I promise you, you'll soon see your average view duration start to improve. Then the next method we have is end screens and a call to action. Now, this is probably one of the easiest things you can do to boost your watch time, which amazes me because I still see so many YouTubers just not doing this. And these things here are your end screens. These things here pop up at the end of the video. Now guys, these are so useful and they're really important because as soon as one of your viewers finishes watching one of your videos, instead of having them click off and click on someone else's video, you can instead suggest another one of your videos for them to watch and keep them on your platform, which will boost your overall watch time massively. Okay, so the next method, method number 2, is the slightly harder method. But this is improving your average view duration. So going back to the graph I showed you earlier, the higher your average view duration, the less views you need. So really, the best way to reach 4,000 watch hours is actually to increase your average view duration. But this is often the hardest route as well. Because let's say, if you can improve your viewers from a 20% average view duration to a 30% average view duration, this would mean you'd need 40,000 less views overall to put that 4,000 hours watch time, which is a lot of views. But now you might be asking, how do you improve average view duration? Well, I would need an entire video to go into the depth required for this topic, but for now, I can give you 5 quick, easy pointers so you can immediately improve your own. So let's go. Number 1 is nail the first 15 seconds, which is a hook. So the first 15 seconds is the most important and vital part of every video you post. If you can't immediately hook the viewer and give them a reason to care, they'll bounce, which is why every single video will always see the biggest drop off of views within the first 15 seconds. So you need to open your video with a powerful hook that immediately teases the outcome, highlights the value you're delivering, or sparks curiosity that the viewer has to resolve. Just always avoid long intros and avoid any rambling. Number 2 is use pattern interrupts to hold attention. Now as humans, our brains crave novelty. So if your video just feels the same all the way through, like no edits, no B-roll or no camera angle changes, your viewers will just get bored and click off. That's where pattern interrupts come in. They are simply things like a quick change in camera angle, like a animated pop-up, like some B-roll, like a zoom, or some on-screen text. These subtle edits keep your video feeling alive, giving your viewer's brain just enough stimulation to stay engaged without feeling overwhelmed. And it can work wonders on your retention rate. Number 3, cut the fluff. Now, retention dies out when your pacing drags and just feels a bit boring. Every second of your video should either add value or move the story forward. That means you need to cut out any filler words, cut out any rambling, or cut out things that have been repeated. You need to be ruthless with your editing. Now, if a particular part of the video doesn't provide any value, it needs to go. Fast and clean pacing not only keeps people watching, but it also makes you seem a bit more professional and professional too. Number 4, use open loops. Now, open loops are psychological tricks that tease upcoming value and keep people watching until they get it. It's as simple as just saying things in your video like, a real secret, I'll show you that in a second. But for now, this kind of thing plants curiosity and creates a mini cliffhanger in your viewer's brain. But of course, if you do use
Some of the largest hailstones of the year could fall today across parts of the high plains. Storms may produce hail up to 4 inches in diameter, destructive winds, and even a few tornadoes. I'll show you exactly where these storms are expected to form and who has the highest risk today. Starting off with today, we have an enhanced risk over here from Sterling, Colorado, all the way up here into portions of Wyoming today. So if you live anywhere from northeastern Colorado to southeastern parts of Wyoming today, you guys need to pay attention. Also over there in parts of Nebraska, all of you guys need to really pay attention for large hail today, destructive winds, and the possibility for a couple of spin-up tornadoes. This slight risk stretches down all the way down here in parts of New Mexico and the Texas Panhandle, parts of Oklahoma there, Kansas, Nebraska, we got Colorado, Wyoming, and then over here in Utah, we got our little salt risk over here near Salt Lake City. And we do have a marginal risk just back here near Chicago and up into portions of Wisconsin there. You guys, I think, are going to have some wind threats today, so definitely watch out for that. This is a quick look at our wind outlook. We have a SIG 1, which means we could see winds up to 75 to 80 miles per hour. So if you live anywhere from Lubbock or Amarillo all the way to Denver, Colorado there, all of you guys in this hatched area are going to have the threat for winds up to 80 miles per hour. That 15% chance, that yellow risk there, that means you guys have a greater probability of those 80-mile-an-hour winds. And over here near Salt Lake City, you guys do have a 15% chance, but I think you guys will only be able to see around 70 miles per hour max today. This is a quick look at our tornado outlook. We do have a 5% chance. We don't have any hatch risk, but we do have a 5% chance from northeastern portions of Colorado into southeastern portions of Wyoming, especially if you live northeast of Denver. Northeast of Denver, watch out for a couple of tornadoes today. Some of them could be strong, most of them will be weak, but watch out for probably around 4 to 10 tornadoes today. Here is our hail risk. This is the same we've all been waiting for. We have a SIG 2 today, guys. We haven't had a SIG 2 for our hail in a pretty long time here. We're going to be seeing hail up to the size of CDs. I don't think you've heard me say that yet. I've only said baseballs. CDs, guys, that's 4 inches in diameter. We're going to be seeing crazy hail in this house risk all the way from Sterling to Scottsbluff and to portions of Casper over there in Wyoming. So if you live anywhere in portions of Nebraska, northeastern Colorado, or southeastern parts of Wyoming, you guys need to put your cars in your garage. You're going to need your roof insurance. You're going to need everything today, as we're going to have very large supercells that are going to have very strong updrafts. You guys just need to prepare. And then we have a SIG 1 all the way stretching down into portions of the Texas Panhandle, New Mexico there, Kansas, Nebraska. All of you guys have the greatest probability for those large hailstones today. Here's a quick look at our day 2 outlook on Thursday here, June 25th. We have a slight risk all the way from Missouri and Arkansas stretching up into Wyoming. So if you live anywhere from Denver to Oklahoma City to Amarillo, all the way to portions of Kansas City there, you guys need to pay attention for severe weather on Thursday. I think our main threat's going to be wind and hail on this day. Taking a look at our tornado risk here, we do have a 5% chance, and not only do we have a 5% chance for tornadoes, we have a SIG 1, which means we could be seeing tornadoes up to EF2 intensity tomorrow. So I think we could see, again, 4 to 10 tornadoes anywhere from portions of Oklahoma to southern portions of Kansas there in Wichita, Woodward. All of you guys up here are really gonna need to watch out, especially in the mid-plains on Thursday. You guys are really gonna need to watch out for the possibility of tornadoes, and not just tornadoes. Some of them could be strong. Definitely just be ready for that to make sure you have your plans in place. When a tornado warning does come through, make sure to get to the basement and get to the lowest floor of the building. Put as many walls between you and the outside world. Taking a look at our wind risk, it is more widespread. You have a 15% chance stretching all the way from portions of Missouri and Arkansas to Kansas, Oklahoma, the Texas Panhandle, into portions of Colorado and Wyoming, and even a little snippet there of Nebraska. I see you guys over there. And then taking a look at our hail risk, it is a little bit more focused on the mid-plains here, especially if you live in northern portions of Oklahoma and southern portions of Kansas. It does go up into portions of Colorado and also the Texas Panhandle and Missouri and Arkansas. So just watch out for hail up to the size of golf balls, and also for our wind risk as well. I think we could be seeing winds up to 70 miles per hour. So just something to take a look at on Thursday. Just taking a quick look at Friday here, we do have a marginal risk again from Missouri and Arkansas all the way up into Montana and North Dakota there. I think this will extend over here into the Midwest, especially over here in Kentucky, Illinois, Indiana, parts of Ohio, so basically anywhere in the Ohio Valley there. I think it'll extend, maybe even become a slight risk. I do have a 70% chance of going live, which means 70% chance of there being a slight risk. So who knows? We'll see what happens over the next couple days here. But then on our day 4, Alec, we do have a 15% chance for severe weather on this Saturday. This is something I'm going to be looking at. We do have a 95% chance of going live. Today, actually, we're going to be going live for the next 2 days for sure. So make sure to tune in. We're about to hit 500 subs, guys. So I'm going to have that live stream. I already probably posted the live stream already before you guys saw this. We do have a 15% chance all the way from North Dakota to South Dakota. So this is just something to watch. I think we could see a slight risk, maybe an enhanced risk there, but who knows? We will see on Thursday. Here's a quick look at our aerodynamics up here at the 500 millibar height. This is a look at our wind here at 18,000 feet. So we're going to have a little high pressure system back here near New Mexico and Texas. So that is going to be causing a lot of that heat that we've been having there for the past week or two. And it looks like it's going to continue. And the thing that's causing our severe weather today is we're seeing these shortwave troughs, and we got this huge trough back here going through the high plains, and that's going to be causing a lot of our severe weather today. And as I played this out here, you can see we do get a couple more shortwave troughs over here near the Ohio Valley, which is why I think we could see some severe weather on Friday. And after that, we could see the severe weather threat back in the high plains possibly, but after that it looks pretty calm. So for the most part, just watch out for severe weather in the plains and maybe in the Ohio Valley. Here's a quick look at the severe weather for today. We're going to be starting off with some severe weather back in Kansas and Oklahoma this morning. This is going to move southeasterly, and then as we go through 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. over here in the Midwest, we're going to get some of these storms back here near Milwaukee and Madison, Rockford. This is going to be heading towards Chicago there. Then we got a couple of pop-up severe storms back here behind it that could definitely be severe over there in Wausau and Appleton. You guys have the possibility for some pop-up storms forming around 3 to 4 p.m. So definitely watch out for that. Some of these do have a low-end tornado threat today. So also watch that and make sure to stick around as we will be looking at that later. Then going into around 5 p.m. over here in North Point, we could be seeing some pop-up storms start to fire off over there near Denver, Sterling. This is when we get our severe storms back here. This is going to be the prime time. This is not mountain time for you guys, as I know. This is Eastern Standard Time, just so you know. And then this is going to be around 6 p.m. mountain time. Definitely watch those supercells fire off there, and that will eventually move southward. And we may have to do an overnight stream again for some of these storms that could be still severe. So I probably will do that. And that will eventually move again over Oklahoma and Kansas. This is a quick look at our CAPE values today, our convective available potential energy, or our thunderstorm energy. As we go throughout the day here, we are going to be building some CAPE back here over in portions of Oklahoma and Texas, where we could be getting up anywhere from 3,000 to 4,000 joules per kilogram, which is definitely a lot. Now, the storms won't fire off till a little later today if you're in Eastern time, maybe around 6 p.m. We'll start firing off in Eastern time, and then 4 p.m. for you guys over here in Mountain time. And as I play the side here, you can see that CAPE really building up over there. We can be getting up to 3,000 joules per kilogram, which is a ton. And then also over here in the Midwest, we will have anywhere from 500 to 1,000 joules per kilogram. It won't be a ton, but it will be enough to fire off some storms today. Now you can see that still builds and pretty much stays, especially if you live in northeastern portions of Colorado, where we could be picking up to 3,100 joules per kilogram of CAPE, which is way more than enough to fire off some storms today. Here's a quick look at our tornado parameter for today. We do have a low-end tornado threat anywhere from 0 to 1. I wouldn't be surprised if we got 1 tornado or maybe 2. Who knows? But I would just watch out, especially if you live in southern portions of Wisconsin and northern portions of Illinois. Taking a look back here into portions of the high plains and even the mid plains here, we're going to have a tornado index of up to 4, 5, or maybe 6 here. It's going to be kind of scattered here. You can see it is getting up to around 4 or 5 over there near Sterling. And you guys are really going to have the chance for some tornadoes to pop up. Even down here near Texarkana, Shreveport, Oklahoma City, you guys are also going to have the potential for maybe a couple tornadoes to pop up today. This is our supercell composite parameter. This is where supercells could develop. It's pretty much the same thing as tornadoes because supercells are the storms that far up tornadoes here. And we're going to be seeing a supercell index of up to 19 over here in Colorado. Then we could be seeing a widespread amount of anywhere from 3 to maybe up to 12 over here in the Texas Panhandle and Oklahoma. Then that'll eventually move off southward and we will be live for this, although I probably won't be actually on the stream. There will be another overnight stream. Well, that's all for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. We're about to hit 500 subs, currently at 477, so make sure to like and subscribe. It really help out the channel a lot. Make sure to go subscribe to my other channel, Finn's Fire Music, as well. Just posted a video there, so make sure to go check that out. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.
A new flash flood warning has been issued.